Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
Coming up today on HHS In Depth. Since it's the final day before a much-needed break, we will let those of you sticking around for spring break know what you can do in your own hometown while you're out of school for a week.
Along with the story over this year's Rube Goldberg team, find out about their machine and when competition season gets underway.
Plus, in sports, more star athletes shine, as well as the start of our baseball team season. I'll get you caught up later on in Down to the Wire.
Those stories and more coming to you today only on HHS In Depth. From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Megan Kelly.
And I'm Sophia Virgilio. Welcome to another episode of HHS In Depth. And Megan, spring break can be a drag if you're stuck in Fort Wayne while everyone you know is off to Florida. So we begin today's show with a few suggestions to do around town if you find yourself without much to do next week.
There aren't many places you can find live music in Fort Wayne, at least not compared to larger cities. However, the Club Room offers live music every night of the week except for Sundays. My favorite days are what they call Smooth Tuesdays and Wednesday Night Jazz. If you're into food and you're into live music, I suggest you check it out. Now, this might be the most obvious idea in the world, but you can go for a walk. Whether you're by yourself, with your dog, or with your friends, walks are good for your body and your mind. A lot of the time during long winter school weeks, it feels as if there's not enough time in the day to get outside and go for a walk. However, now that the days are getting longer, use your spring break to get outside and clear your head. Lastly, I may not be one to talk, but I suggest you visit those places in your room that never see the light of day during the school weeks. Go through your closet, organize your shoes, jewelry, makeup drawer, whatever you may be neglecting. Use your time off to take things off of your plate that may usually be buried under all that homework.
Whatever you do, try to break out of the routine you are currently in. Otherwise, spring break might just pass you by before you know it.
Will we continue to see the gray skies, or will there be some new highs? I'll be back soon to let you know what you can expect for this weekend.
Welcome back to HHS In Depth.
Welcome back. Homestead's Junior-Senior Prom is on Saturday, April 29th. If you plan to bring a guest who is not a current Homestead student, you will need to complete a guest request form. Please plan ahead because the form requires the signatures of the guest's parents as well as an administrator from the guest's current high school. Completed forms are due by 3 p.m. on Friday, April 14th. There are absolutely no exceptions to this cutoff time. Forms are available on the Homestead website as well as in the discipline office.
FCCLA recently moved the location of their coffee bar to the concession stand in front of the cafeteria. Head down to get a cup of coffee or a Pop-Tart to start your morning. They will also have muffins on Mondays, so keep that in mind when we return from spring break. They are open every morning before school until 7:35 a.m.
Mr. Manco's advanced film and digital photography classes will be displaying 90 photographs split between Firefly Coffee House and Davy's Bagels, April 3rd through the 28th during normal business hours. These works represent some amazing talent from our students and gives them a chance to show the rest of the city what Spartan creativity looks like. As a bonus, students, parents, and staff are encouraged to vote for top photographer at one of the shows. Winners will be eligible for solo or small group shows at a future exhibit. To enter, include a selfie with your favorite photo and the name of your top photographer. To vote, send your choice to the email shown here.
Seniors, be sure to check out the Parent Club Senior Bucket List Scholarships. One Homestead senior will receive a $1,000 scholarship, and 4 HHS seniors will receive a $500 scholarship to fund their favorite bucket list item during the summer of 2023. Check out the Canvas announcements page for an application and details. Completed applications must be submitted by 3 p.m. on Friday, April 28th. All seniors are encouraged to dream big and apply.
Congratulations to the Homestead Robotics team, Olympus Robotics, for making it to the semifinals at the Tippecanoe Robotics Competition this past weekend in Lafayette. The team worked hard to improve their robot from the first competition and succeeded in showing their abilities and skills. Mr. Elder says it was exciting to watch them in action, and he is so proud of you. Spartans, what is your profession?
Each year, the Rube Goldberg Club resumes by building a brand new machine based on a predetermined criteria. HHS In-Depth reporter Ryan Weidler is in now to tell you more about this year's group of students involved in Rube Goldberg.
Many students here at Homestead are interested in building and engineering for their future. One of Homestead's most unique clubs, Rube Goldberg Club, uses these skills to build a Rube Goldberg machine.
A Rube Goldberg machine is a long series of complicated and creative steps that all come together in the end to make one very simple task. We start building the machine after winter break, and it's mostly made out of wood and other household objects, which defines a Rube Goldberg machine. It typically takes a couple months to build. I think this is our 4th month of building, and we still haven't finished.
Students of all grades and experience levels are welcome to join and test their engineering skills.
My favorite part has been the building part. It's been working together with my friends and then getting to know more people from other grades and just kind of reaching a goal together. The steps to building a Rube Goldberg machine is to know what we're going to achieve, then to plan what we're going to do, what the steps are going to be, and then kind of a storyline for this project, and then just building afterwards and with a lot of hot glue.
There's really 2 parts that are judged, and it's the machine itself and the storyline behind the machine.
If you are interested in joining or have questions about Rube Goldberg Club, contact the email shown below. For HHS In Depth, I'm Ryan Weidler.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, this school year has seen the advent of many new clubs at Homestead. In just this semester, Fashion Club has opened its doors to a host of fashion-loving students. And to tell you more about this new club is HHS In Depth reporter Michelle Obioma.
This semester, a new club, Fashion Club, has popped onto the Homestead scene. The club hopes to offer a sense of community for fashion-loving Spartans.
I noticed that Homestead had a very diverse crowd of different students with different type of styles, and I wanted to be a part of bringing all of them together in a single place where we can discuss fashion and different types of styling techniques and what we like about fashion. Some weeks we have different guest speakers from the fashion industry that comes in and talk about how we can start a journey in the fashion industry. And then some other weeks we just do different activities, from making mood boards to decorating tote bags.
Nicole says she loves seeing the different types of students and the connections that are made while the club is in session.
My favorite part of Fashion Club is seeing all the different people that come in and how we can share different type of styles with each other.
My favorite part of Fashion Club is getting to work with a group of students who are super passionate about the topic and getting to see kind of where their creativity takes them.
Miss Hennessy emphasizes that besides a better fashion sense, a multitude of skills can be gained by going to Fashion Club.
There are a bunch of different skills. For one, creativity. Two, you do get a lot of discussion skills, talking to others in the industry, and also kind of goal planning. There's a bunch of different things that you can gain from it.
Fashion Club has given me a new sense of confidence. It also gave me a sense of leadership, learn how to take charge and lead a crowd of people. I hope that students that come to Fashion Club can come together and express their different styles through their clothing and take away ideas from other students and incorporate themselves into their own outfits.
If you're interested in working out your fashion chops, Fashion Club meets every other Wednesday after school. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Michelle Obioma.
Thanks, Michelle. Well, we've hit spring break, and I'm sure everyone sticking around Fort Wayne is thinking the same thing. What will our weather look like here in town next week?
Emily Adams joins us now to tell us the answer.
Thanks, Sophia and Megan. While today will continue the trend from the past few days with some cloudy skies, we will see a change on our first day of spring break with some thunderstorms throughout the day, but a nice high of 60. You'll want an umbrella on hand Saturday morning for some remaining rain. The skies will clear later on the day, but the temperature will drop 15 degrees to a nice high of 45. Luckily, we'll get some of that heat back on Sunday with a high of 55 and mostly sunny skies. While the weather starting our spring break isn't super warm, what do we have in store for the rest of the break? I'll let you know when we come back.
Thanks, Emily. Next in Down to the Wire, Anthony Gary is in to get us caught up on Sparks news over the last week.
Stick around, you're watching HHS In Depth.
Hello, Homestead. Here's this week's Club Roundup. Ping Pong Club meets today after school in the cafeteria. And after spring break, Students for Life will be meeting Tuesday, April 11th in room 503. Minority Student Union meets on Friday, April 14th in room 611. To get up-to-the-minute club updates and additional information, please check out the HHS announcements page on campus.
Welcome back to Down to the Wire. I'm Anthony Gary. Over the last couple of weeks, our boys and girls track athletes have been on full display. 2 athletes competed at the New Balance Nationals, and one, Ethan Wiedenhofer, finished in astounding 6th place in the high jump. At the meet, Ethan had his spikes stolen right before competing. Luckily, a fellow competitor let Ethan borrow his spikes, and the rest is history. Ethan went on to jump a personal best 6 foot 7 inches and become an All-American high jumper as only a junior. At last week's indoor state track meet, many Homestead athletes showed out. Addison Canablo finished 2nd in the state in the 3200. Ellie Irwin finished 5th in the high jump in the relay of Allie Henney. Lauren Saddington, Katarina Perego, and Elise Peckinpah finished 4th in the 4x800 relay, setting a new school record. The baseball team season started this week by playing their first 2 games of the season. Tuesday night, they beat Bishop Luers in a shootout, 6-5. Jake Goody had a great night at the plate, going 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Brady Minnick hit a key 2 RBI double, and both Evan Chappelle and Logan Wilson put together 1 shutout inning apiece on the mound. Reminder that if you want your spring sports results to be posted here on Down to the Wire, you must email the results from your latest game to either of the emails shown below. That'll do it for this week's edition of Down to the Wire. Thank you for watching, and Emily will have a final check of the weather when we return.
Next week, we will not be having a show due to spring break. Have an amazing week off, Homestead, and we'll see you back here again in April.
For those of you staying in Indiana for the break, while it won't be as warm as the tropics, there'll be some pleasant temperatures in the 60s throughout the week. Monday will bring back the clouds from the last week with a high of 65, and we will get some brief rain in the mornings on Tuesday and Wednesday, but the temperatures should stay mostly in the 60s. So even though the mornings won't be super nice, the afternoons should clear up just in time to hang out with friends and family in the sun. For the rest of the break, there'll be some descending temperatures resting in the high 50s. Friday will bring back those AM showers, leading to a rainy weekend to cap off our break. Hopefully the temperatures will continue to climb when we come back from break, but only time will tell. Sophia, Megan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Emily, and thank you for watching today.
Good luck to all of our Homestead athletes and other performers in action this weekend and over break.
Want to catch up with HHS in depth beyond this news show? Check out our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Homestead Media for updates, recaps, and other short stories around school.
Have a safe and happy spring break, and we will see you again in 2 weeks.